You know, my eyebrows are always up like this in a video. I just get like so into talking. It's just like, hey, how's it going? And it just stays there, and then I can feel myself like relax my face. Okay, oh my gosh, my arms are so sore. I probably won't even be able to play video games later. I didn't say that. It's happening. I'm gonna be sore as hell, but I don't care. I am sore as hell. I haven't done like isolated body parts in such a long time. It's just like upper body, lower body type deal. Whatever, but I did biceps yesterday and they are freaking burning. Oh my. It's rough stuff. But hi, how you doing? Welcome back. Happy Savage Sunday. So I wanted to chat with you guys, and like I always say that. I feel like I always say that. I wanted to chat like you guys. It's like when people go on Instagram and they're like, just popping on here to say, oh my god, that annoys me so much. I don't understand why you don't just like start talking. Like literally just get on and say what you have to say. You don't have to say like, just pop it on here. It's been so long. Just pop it on here. It's been 20 minutes. Shut up. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm seriously so tired. So freaking tired. Okay, what it's really like living completely alone. And when I say completely alone, I literally mean like it is just Gizmo and I. Like I don't have family out here. And like I've said before, like the few friends that I do have out here, it's not like the relationships I have back home. And I would have more friends, but like, you know, breakups happen and then they get their friends. So in the past year that I've lived by myself, because when I first moved out to Minnesota, I lived with my boyfriend at the time, and his family. So I wasn't really paying for a lot because they're great, they're amazing. They let me live there, let us live there, not have to pay rent, and like they paid for groceries and stuff, which was huge. And it was like we could save a lot of money and pay extra on our loans, and that was great. But I am the type of person that like I know when it's not my space. Like I know when it's not mine. And it was just, it's not that they didn't make me feel welcome. It's not that they didn't make me feel like the space was mine. But it wasn't mine. And like if you've lived with somebody else, and I'm not talking about like roommates in college, I mean maybe, I guess, but like if you've lived with someone else or someone else's family, you know it's like, I don't know, like you can't like do like, I mean, be up weird hours and like because you don't want to wake anybody up, and you can't like be loud. And one of the things that bothered me was that I couldn't, and like I'm an aggressive person, we know this. I'm also a very passionate person, and when I actually care about somebody and like care about the situation, or if it hurts me in some way, it's gonna affect me really, really big, like insanely big. So what really bothered me is that I could never, this is gonna sound so bad, but like I could never fight with my ex at the time. And like the times that we did, it was embarrassing. So it was like, well, I just like yelled at you and your freaking whole family's here still like in the same house. And like I'm fucking loud. So if I'm yelling, it's yelling. And if I'm drunk and crying and upset, dude, game over. It's a wreck. But that was just one of the things that bothered me. And not saying that like every fight has to be a yell, but there was so much pent up stuff from me being there. Like almost my whole life. So after my parents got divorced and I lived with just my dad and my brothers, my dad was always working. He was literally always working. We would see him like twice a week, maybe. I mean, he'd be sleeping at the house, but like to actually see him, it'd be like maybe twice a week. We were pretty much on our own. Like he was paying the bills, obviously, but like we were pretty much on our own because nobody was there, right? So it was just like our space. And that happened when I was like freaking 12, 13 years old, when they finally got the divorce and like we didn't live in the same house. So from 12 until and then I lived with a family that I despise wholeheartedly. So I had to share a room for a while, which drove me up a wall. Okay. I'll take you out in a minute, please. Sit down. But then I had to share my space with that. And then when they broke up, bless, I finally had my own space again. Which we were only together. I mean, we lived together for a few years, which was stupid. But then I went to college. Completely on my own. Which was great. And even when I lived with my dad and his girlfriend at the time in the new house, they still weren't really home that much. And like I was at sports practice and like everyone had their own stuff going on. Like no one was around. And it's different because it was my parents. So it's just weird, but living alone's great because you can freaking like. Alright, so I'm gonna go over why it's great and why it's not. Why I think it's great is because you learn so much. Like I said, you learn about yourself and you learn your responsibilities and what motivates you and what makes you just want to sleep for 16 hours and that kind of stuff. And you can walk around in your fucking underwear or walk around naked, but like don't leave the windows open because you know, you get sketchy people looking in there. And like it's all like everything is your time. Like when you live alone and completely alone, everything is your schedule, which I freaking love. Working around other people's schedules is a headache. Always has been, always will be, forever and ever. Forever and ever. I'm not saying it's bad to live around someone else's schedule, but I'm just saying it's super fucking nice to be completely on your own. Completely. Your own rules, your own shit. On Sundays, sleeping until frickin' 2 or get up at 7 a.m. I don't know, whatever you want to do. But holy shit, it's so fucking great. And like, I miss my family so much and I miss all of my friends. But it is kind of nice knowing that nobody can just like walk down the street anymore and be like, hey, how's it going? I'm here. When you just like want to be by yourself. On the flip side of that, it is really shitty to not have someone be close enough to walk and be here in 5 minutes to just say, hey, what's up? It gets kind of lonely. And I say kind of like loosely because I don't really feel lonely. Like, I don't feel the desire to like need someone here all the time or like to be like, I don't know. If you know me, you know I'm not a touchy person. But to be with like, I don't know. Like when I think of someone like moving in with me and like sharing my space, I panic. Like, this is mine. It is my schedule. It is my time. It is my things. It is my everything. And I don't want to fuck with that with you. Like and I get people are gonna be like, oh, it's because you haven't found the right person yet. Cool. Well, I'm not looking. So done. But why it sucks living alone, like I said, is like you can't, like, people aren't close enough to just walk to you and say, hey, like, it's not like college anymore where you like send a text message, you're like, hey, by the way, 2 seconds away, like walking around the corner to your block, like something like that, which I miss. But, and it also sucks because like this past week my family dog went missing, and I did what I could do, and that was post on social media and post online and say like, hey, this is my dog, like, please help look for him, which was amazing. Like, I got so much support from everyone, so many people, like, so thank you, everyone. My dog is back home, and he is safe and sound, and he's re-chipped, a new collar, and everything like that. So thank you, everyone who helped. That was really amazing, and, like, being this far away and having everyone back home, like, help that quickly and, like, of that scale was unbelievable. So thank you all, seriously. We're happy to have him home. So when situations like that happen, when you're not home, it really sucks because you can't help actually physically look, and you can't help grieve with like everyone, and, like, because that's just one of the things that you do. Like, you get sad and it hurts, and you go through these emotions and all these things. And then there's like a time where everything closes and it's pitch black outside and there's not much you can do until the morning. So there's things like that, which sucks from being away, and like that's the sad part of things. But then there's also the good part of things. Like this week I found out I got a raise at work, which was super exciting, but I have no one here to celebrate it with. I've got a couple friends that I can like call and ask if they want to go out to drinks, but it's not the same as like going out with like my mom and my dad and saying like, hey, I'm doing this thing, like, on my own. I've made it again. Like, so that kind of sucks. And missing, like, holidays. Like, I didn't go home for Christmas this year. And missing birthdays. Like, my little sister, I think I've missed her birthday almost every freaking year. And my brother's birthdays, I've missed all the big ones. Like, 16 missed. 18 missed. That sucks. But 21, I'm not fucking missing, and I'm gonna be home. So, expect the Savage back in the mitten at the end of March. Because I'm not fucking missing this one. But it's hard. But from it being so hard, you learn a lot more too, which is great. Also, living alone, I don't know, I feel like I've learned a decent amount, but I also feel like all of this independence I kind of had, and it's what drove me to want to live alone completely, because I'm more motivated when I'm not like dictated by other people's schedules, and I'm a lot less stressed when I'm not trying to figure out my time around everyone else's. So I guess it was living with people that I learned more than living on my own, because I'm so used to living on my own and it's so comfortable for me to be on my own. I love living alone, and I definitely advise everyone to do it for at least like, I don't want to say 6 months, but like 6 months to a year. 6 months isn't enough. Like, you need to at least do it for a year, completely alone. Like, I'm not saying to break up with your significant other, but even if you have one, like, live alone for a little bit before you're together. My coworker, before she got married, lived alone for a while, and she said she freaking loved it. And she says sometimes she misses it, because who doesn't miss having their own space and none of their shit being touched? Dude, I live not to have any of my things being touched. I do. And then my other coworker said that one thing that I don't want to say he regrets it, but one thing that he thinks back about a good amount of time is that he didn't live alone, and that he wishes, and like when he was my age, that he would have done it. And those, like, these guys are my mentors. They are like every day, literally every day, teaching me something new and something valuable. And even if it's like a fun fact or like, I don't know, something, it's just, I'm learning about them and growing from them and learning from them and learning from like their life choices and their life everything, while I'm still making my own choices and learning from my choices and everything, which is great. So I take what they say to me and things that they went through in their life and things that they wish they would have done in their life to heart, because they mean a lot to me. And hi, because they mean a lot to me and their points matter to me a lot. So maybe mine matter to you, or maybe they don't, or maybe it's just something to think about. But I honestly think, even though there are hard times and even though there are things that kind of suck when you're living alone, like, do I wish I kind of lived with somebody so they could help me clean? Yeah. But then I think about it, I'm like, well, if you clean it and you put it in the wrong spot, I'm gonna end up cleaning it again. So, no thanks. But I do miss cooking for people. I miss it a lot. I just really love cooking. So sometimes I just bake shit and then bring it into work because I'm like, they'll eat it. Even though the last cookies I made were, they were rough. They weren't, they looked cute. The ones that were eaten were to be nice, because those were some rough cookies. Oh my gosh, and these are just fun, like fun facts. 1, I need to stretch. Cool, great. Also, at the end of this month, there's going to be a pretty big announcement, so stay tuned for that. I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too. I mean, maybe some of you won't be, because like some of you don't care about this kind of stuff, but which is fine, but I'm excited. So, and I'm excited to share it with you guys, whether you're going to be interested in it or not. Oh my god, there's something in my eye. So that's freaking exciting. And I downloaded Spyro today. Well, I bought it yesterday. Someone got me, someone gifted me some gift cards for Xbox. So I just got Spyro, and I'm super excited to relive my freaking, like, one of my favorite childhood games ever. I should get Mortal Kombat too. Yeah, that shit's fun. It's good shit. So I got that, and I'm super excited to play. And thank you for those gift cards, by the way. That was great. I'm super excited. In case you're wondering, I bought Spyro with it. But yeah, maybe I should get Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna do it. But so yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. As always, follow all the socials. I'm on my Instagram the most. Thanks for accepting the like few day break that I kind of took off of it. I needed it. There's a lot going on, and it was refreshing to just honestly do nothing. That's not true. I paid some bills and did a lot of stuff this weekend. I was very productive. That's not to say that I'm not productive while I have social media, but it kind of gave me time to think and write a little bit more. So that was nice. But I gotta go take this guy out. I gotta go take you out and go to the gym, do all the fun stuff, you know, the Sunday stuff. So, as always, follow me. Follow me on all of the socials, which will be down below. If you're into gaming and like watching that gaming stuff, go follow my brother on Mixer. His link is also down below. And I will see you guys next week. You wanna say bye? Wanna say bye?